Hey cool cats, Raza Neko here, and today we're going to be going over Cafe Enchante. In this game we're going to be going over the common route, each character's individual route, the gameplay, and any bonuses the game has. Because this game has so much lore in it and it's all connected after you go through the main character, what we're going to be doing is separating each person's individual stories. Going from the least spoilerific or the not as intense to the most. The opening itself already is like super cute. It's actually like pretty quaint in a way. Precious places, precious faces. I wonder if that butler was ever meant to be in the game. Nice flow between scenes. They give you the name of each character and what they are. And they change them into from their human forms to their non-human forms. Well, he's a human, so it's more like his not work form. Main character is Otome, which if I remember correctly is like music or something. Quite a couple of scenes to make it interesting. Oh, everyone has this. Okay, everyone has a treat. Okay. It's really, really cute. Different worlds, non-humans, and a cafe. That's essentially it. All woven together with wonder and excitement. Aha, welcome to our story. Okay. I have a lot of comments after originally playing this game, but I'm just gonna have them reserved. And the cuteness really just continues because they have like nice little decor. The menu is new customers, so if you want to play a new game, regular, so load one that you already have, daily specials, cafe favorites, special orders, options. And they explain the other thing too is that depending on whose photos and stuff you want to see, they've catered their menu with the price, so they really have just gone all out into this world and really incorporating it into the game. So delicious eggs and toast is Monsieur, so we can see here. Then if we move on, we can see some more nature-friendly options, fruits and stuff. For Canis, our little headless fairy knight. Elle, who has a sweet tooth, and that is just, I would eat that one of all of them. Ignis, of course, a big eater, especially a big meat eater. That was our beast boy. Then Kaudurindo, so the human, looks like, not sure if that's regular food, but just a little bit of everything. And then just some overall ones. The story starts off with our main character here, Cotone, who inherited her grandfather's cafe. She was there quite often, and out of all of her family members, she was the only one that would want to run it, and no one else wanted to. It was a way to get away from her toxic job that she had at the time. She does find a strange door in the back. A sign on it says closed, and of course in order to get the game started you have to turn it to open. Once you do switch the sign over to open, the first person that comes in is our little friend here, Monsieur, is how I like to call him. That's literally the first thing he does, is he kind of comes in and engulfs you because the door was turned to open and he was able to get through, and he's just, I have feelings about it, but in other words, opposite feelings of mine, you're engulfed by a gorgeous man. And not long afterwards is he followed by these three. Now, I'll say here that they're not all from the same world, they're all different, so they all just happen to come through the same door, not one after the other. It's weird. But yeah, they all came from their different worlds at the same time through similar doors, I guess, all leading to one door. And the first person that we were engulfed by comes through. His name is Monsieur, and he is the demon king of his demon realm. Followed by him shortly afterwards is Ignis of Beastia, so of the beast realm, where everyone's like part animal in some sort, or anthropomorphic, and he is the strongest, of course. It's a world of like this, only the strong survive. And then here with our headless knight, once his helmet comes off, Canis Espada from his fairy world in a sense, and of course all the way in the corner with the gorgeous wings and long hair is El, or at least that's how I like to refer to him. El from the angel world. Each world has its own specific name, but just to kind of make it simple for now, that's how we're going to go for them. Things go uneasy at first because they're used to her grandfather being in the cafe that they frequented. Some of them even live in the cafe. I think specifically Elle and Candace were the ones that lived there from time to time. They were surprised to find her there. She explains that he had passed away. Some of them are upset, some of them don't accept it, but overall they kind of go through that whole passage, and she starts to get to know them. It's your choice whether or not you believe them at first. We also get greeted by this man, who we don't know at first. We just kind of see him, and he for some reason knows that we work at a cafe with a bunch of non-humans. Personally, I didn't really trust him at first, and neither did we, but eventually we find out that he actually works for an agency that deals with non-humans, trying to separate the two humans and non-humans and trying to keep the world safe in a sense, because some non-humans can be very dangerous, and he's there to just kind of frequent the place. His team did attack us, but we got saved by the non-humans, and he went to correct them, like, hey, you're not supposed to attack them. I know that the non-humans came back, but I'm the one that's under watch with them. He's kind of like the big top dog of the whole agency, that agency being GPM. Government Paranormalism Measures. Really odd, but okay. But he's in charge of that, and he's also added to the bunch. So of all the non-humans, he's also added as a option. After all of that gets settled in, she adjusts to this new job after dealing with her old job. The old job isn't mentioned too much. It is very prevalent and important in the first part of the game because she's trying to get away from that. And as she's trying to get away from that, she's trying to adjust to this new position, non-humans, the GPM, and all of that. And then once she does that, really it just kind of goes from there. You do have to pick certain options to get certain characters. Spoiler, kind of non-spoiler. One of them suggests that you go on a date with everybody and you get to pick who you date and all of that. It's nothing official, but it's part of the story, so you get to see a little bit of what they would be like. Now let's go through the cover of the game. As you can kind of see here, it's really cute. It's the main cover. They actually did a really good job laying it out for everybody and makes it look really cute, especially since considering the fact afterwards that it's not so cute. Bit of a spoiler, in each route something happens. Something in the sense of that's kind of dark, but not too dark. For example, in the first time I played through, I lost an arm and I thought that I was down the bad end route of this. It's very impressive to be this cute, but pretty dark. The art, of course, is really nice. It's not too dark, not too bright. I'm just gonna skip over some of these. It's really interesting. Again, it makes it look really cute for something that's actually ends up being quite a bit dark depending on how you see things. And then once you unlock everything, you get this gorgeous photo here. The layout overall of this game, as I've said in the very beginning, is really, really cute. They really addressed each character. They really just personalized the game to its own story. They made every little bit count. So as I said before, this game, very cute at the beginning, and I love the beginning of the story. I love when you enter a completely different world. But the game overall, not so much. I'd play it again, but I don't want to be sad again. Overall, I would give this game a rating of 4 out of 5 toe beans. Yes, I count the big bottom pad little toe beans. But yes, 4 out of 5 toe beans because it's still really cute. I love the artwork. The stories, as sad as some of them got, were still really interesting, and they really just did a great job with this game. So looking at this game overall and the game and the story, the playthrough and everything, it was still really good. Would I recommend this to someone? Not to start off. I don't want to freak them out, but it's something that I would definitely recommend. Like, hey, if you want something a taste of something that's a little dark, this is what I would recommend to start off with, especially if you're more into cute stuff and want to slide into some of the darker stuff. But overall, it's a game that I really did enjoy. The main issue I have is it's hard for me to get into the main guys. The main guy's at least interesting to me. That again, that main guy here being Monsieur, as you can see, he's clearly on the cover. He's like one of the most decorated characters, the most looked into and stuff. Very popular, seems to kind of like be flirty or kind of be like a dad, jumps in between. I really liked him at first, personality wise, I don't know, it's just kind of me. If we can find a game where I actually like the main guy, that would be impressive. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Anything that I should cover, anything that you want to see in the next videos when I cover the story outline in itself of each character's individual route. I would love to know your comments below and what kind of game you'd like for me to review next. Otherwise, check out my Twitch channel where I'll be streaming a lot of these Otome games live after going through the first comment route. Otherwise, I'll see you cool cats later. Nya!